Russia hit with widespread internet outage across country.
Here's a summary of the article.
Bloomberg, are you a robot? Need help? Contact us to continue. Please click the box below to let us know you're not a robot. Why did this happen? Please make sure your browser supports JavaScript and cookies and that you are not blocking them from loading. Need help? For inquiries related to this message, please contact our support team and provide the reference ID below.
This post received a score of 7,500, with an upvote ratio of 97%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Dota players rejoice.
CS. GO players rejoice.
Finally we can rush A.
They rushed BIRL and it ain't going well, is it? Lol.
Technically rushed you. Ukraine.
Ill upvote it, but I am not proud of it. You should feel partly shameful, but I kinda laughed.
The forbidden jokes. Forbidden, but still funny. Russia suffered a widespread internet outage affecting users across the country, with access to websites on the local RU domain down. The issue was linked to a technical problem with the RU domain's Global Domain Name System Security Extensions, or DNSSEC, which is used to secure data exchanged in Internet Protocol networks, Russia's digital ministry said in a statement on Telegram Tuesday. Perhaps someone with an understanding of this kind of tech could elaborate. Is this a hack or just a failure of maintenance, hardware, software?
There are tons of DNS servers that can do the lookup, but they all eventually request to one and only true host. When they get a result, they generally cache the result. Ye.com equals 1.2.3.4. The global domain server is the server that knows the final truth about the specified domain. So if it's down, any uncached request to a DNS server will fail, and you won't get an IP address, so you can't reach a service as you normally would. So why is that global DNS server down? Could be misconfiguration, could be a hack, could be they didn't pay the electricity bill, could be someone tripped over a wire.
In theory you could connect to any website using their IP, but often this won't work since cloud providers use SNI to host multiple websites at the same IP. Most certificates use the domain name as the subject, so your browser will complain. And often when you connect to the website using its IP, it'll just give you a redirect to the domain name anyway.
You can still modify your host file and add a line like 1.2.3.4 website.com, and you'll send a proper request with the required host HTTP header to the cloud provider. Hosts files still have precedence over DNS, a reminiscence of the 70s and 80s, before the domain name system became the norm. Of course, managing a host file with hundreds of thousands of entries is not really user-friendly. It can be useful, notably for testing or local development environments, or to block specific hosts.
Greater than I can add a hosts file record like 127.0.0.1 website.com. Obligatory. If you want to block a host via the hosts file, use 0.0.0.0 feet as the IP. 127.0.0.1 is still valid and loops back to your own PC. If anything on that PC is listening on that IP, it will try to answer that request. This can slow down your experience as your browser or whatever is making the request is waiting for a timeout. 0.0.0.0 feet is invalid, however, so no request will be made in the first place. Just try how long it takes for to fail, and how long.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.